Enti nyame adom ye wonkwam dia ma me no mbo stories na ho komo ma san so ehye bio ma ka kyerɛw sɛ stories no e ba ya me de ho asam de bebre no nti na ho behia sɛ ha no wo me a wo notification na me so wo me adoma no so a me so like ye ba share na wo nua so nya kwan no hwɛ bi sports update de aha ene ho ya san so abo for no idea bro what I say in some no and the stories I'm not going to finish because a door so papa in some way see behind the scenes ni nyina no but what some made bro
Joe abusian for monson for doctor like ni ubetimi so afra me man samusa we all sports GH all sports GH so pen sports pa so person who Ronaldo papa so person who see Ronaldo ni na nwa ba say all sports GH and you boom with me you do near the sports near the amount so per sports party all sports GH and you nyina yiti because try me YouTube na me ba me chimakonya na be tie sports a good year mun some there all sports ana subscribe na share the whole and I be nya sports 10 all sports GH how dey tie
what we're going to do na a drew maybe I hear say video no be wa me person me lengthy video until then we stop na after the update for front since the update is going to come and of course you know so this is your usual back to back okay what do you say and then maybe start the video them so no I want to have a look at the referees reports. Anyway, CC will give me anya me de and run make kawan some many anya ho into na me pay referees report and you treasure the reports the mo answer into na me search I mean saka ya oh maybe I be am okay me saka there then let me go and share it with the people I love here what I say only for me to see me see me ko check IG so abasisi am ko ya me say Antonio Rudiger watchre apacho Rudiger's opacho oh into ama some no kra ne kai star bi kakra Antonio Rudiger'S there's definitely no excuse for my behavior last night. I'm very sorry for that. We played a very good game from the second half on. After 111 minutes, I was not able to help my team anymore, and before the final whistle, I did a mistake. Sorry again to the referee and to everyone I have disappointed last night. Oh, Antonio Rudiger and Rama fire or papa, but I saw Payne in I actually one customer who acquired with so I am from Muswakes party, or patch out crass and swap out refill each other. Oh, Antonio Rudiger, one yard. Send you see feeling with pan Rudiger, pa, bears, I did to the beer. Na a hard drink. One month for sending Kufusia fine, once a Van Divata fine, make us our story naturally. I want to avoid the Rudiger, but it's all probably patch away in your day. Interest one. Oh, but referee reports in you, my main fan to television also. I'm so referee much training Spanish, but let me do a direct translation and listen to what he said. So, Menra me catch us say Antonio Rudiger red card, Lucas Vazquez red card, and Jude Bellingham red card. Ne di otwere muni. Rudiger dey no say Rudiger was sent off for throwing an object and behaving aggressively after receiving the red card. The reporter actually akoma mpenyifo no say some actually for Rudiger. So Rudiger to bibi. Now ade no say eya to say ice be no auto ya no dey person dey bo referee. And also we no so come Rudiger red card no. Rudiger active aggressively towards or no into no actually the secretary name. Lucas Vazquez say he was sent off at minute 120 for protesting a referee decision and stepping onto the field marking disapproving gesture. Making disapproving gesture. Internet say no. Lucas Vazquez then 120 minutes and we decided say that all man is a red card no it's say game no air course no dey bufuo etc park no so ama or sanso e da ne bia dia say be ene ye entwaye it's referee no akere e dia shame after Jude Bellingham there no say he was sent off after the match for approaching the referees aggressively and had to be restrained by the teammates into your point game Jude Bellingham echo referee no so gidi na nya asem keto referee say it was aggressive towards omo na ni teammate no na so Jude Bellingham emu kanya sa ankasem kese yes nti eno na referee no atwere de akoma penyimfo ebetena sam no so nyame adoma joada Tuesday Wednesday mu na afei needed punishment bi ebeba Rudiger de ne de on ne be kese on de no kra na misuma no because Sadia no ye ne de ntwa for now no de referees no edo mo reports no koye twen sem penyimfo no ebe take decision mama sanso mo another behind the scenes ade esi here one penalty incident this year last one no the Asensio any Hafinya de no last one no one say a chance some take final decision now there was a communication between the referee and the VAR officials and for come across ni mama sanso akwahwehwe de abro ba akwahwehwe de abro enti yembetie come across between referee no and the VAR officials now VAR official no the original VAR na e fe Gonzalo Fuente and o say okasacha referee no say excuse me, can you please review the video of the penalty kick that was awarded? Can you? And the bug was to say, I and no bar screens and also. And I'll say, I'm next to the screen. Okay. Okay, so yan twaso Gonzalo Fuentes VAR referee in the air catch after say the bug was say ko screens and I'll say, I will show you the shot. You can see the player referring to Asensio was actually dragging his feet. When there could have been a contact underneath, I'll give you another angle. Inti Fuentes no cry no catch and say, oh no, ni susuye mu de ohunsa na Asensio. Asa na ono cry tackle na no person ko na o twene na se na be ya onko fa whole Hafinya. Na obesan so ama referee no another angle. Ama na hwe say ensam na ono kan aye no kre. And the bogus say, I can see that. And was also true. I can see that neither the right or the left foot made contact with the striker. Excellent. I will cancel the penalty and give a yellow card to Hafinya. You see, the Fuentes action and say, "She A B C." Ni chere say, "Me susu emu die." Me susu say one canon no. And o ma referee angle referee am pampa de o kan ye no kre. The 9 right and the 9 left, no, none of them any make a huge contact to Hafinya. In this idea, make cancel penalty na me general come Hafinya yellow card and no call ya or come Hafinya sa yellow card. No, that was the communication. Of course, I come and sign your money a buy. Well, let's move on. Na yamon komo kokra. Charlie mami Pedri na yamon komo. Pedri say, look, na I was so we in the free game when my son say. I say na fe no ontimi bi o se na ne maza ne mu nyina agene na ne nan ne mu nyina agene o se na wa bre ne maza ne nyina na agene nti no na wa bre e na o ka che coach ni sa ontimi nto aso bio na o se game ne e ba na wie onim bebi a energy ne free buy a na o tuturu bi ka agene ni so say he was extremely excited. I say yes, yeah, to also for the dream of winning the treble. No, I say title. No, when you say na more confidence. I'm on the Real League, any Champions League. The mutual for now, I say the team's ambition so far, or you're satisfied. And I'm saying. Almost once they are not stopping. They are not stopping at all. It's say treble, you know. Or yeah, they are more person. Or just the near J. Eddie Ama. Now down for Jules Conde. Say Jules Conde is one guy. I say working very very hard. I say defensively, so offensively. Every time he's adding something to the Barcelona game. It's on the near J. But say idea about Kwame the near J. Say or the goals I can't want to cry. Ebama uninya recognition ni more. Ose time na omote bench no. A just go the 9 can ball. No omote bench ni nyina 8 say master. Boss shot. Ose they were shouting shoot. Enti omu ya na so ujafo wa pie shot na omo ka so omo no se no kwase me wo say we susu da se just go the betime gina sa position wa boss a shot na ma na she. Ose ne die o kam no krepa. Omo na 8 say just go the boss shot wa we susu say obetime aboss a shot no. Na ball no enso ekwa well anyway just call the name wankasanga so say time a ball no ekwa so no time a Modric efa ball no na when it team pass a Modric be pass ball no dia man Ibrahim dia so say sa na when it team pa nti oye na dwen say or to tell mo ball no ba o be rush ball na akwa so say ampampa and a pass no call ya or far ball no and I'll say, oh, a far ball no ankasa no, e be sheni mu say, we dey my more shot. Or say, e ba ni mu say we dey, let me give it a try. Na me ball shot nti, ampampa no kobo shot abo no, enso e share no enso mo Juice Kundi enso e kan. Ma me section na afa yen bon komo. Or say Juice Kundi opera semester say Juice Kundi, why ye dwuma, but open players are working very hard pa. Juice Kundi, players or no my ye dwuma, Juice Kundi a part of them. Also, a great personality, the mentality is very, very strong. Or you'll be a winning mentality now they won it. And you want to say games be say or check difference. So to be very honest, time I just go in the far ball, no. Now or no earth yan defenders they say mumra wichi. Send a bay a counter attack because also when Susu that say just go in the combo shot to crown punampo I say he was thinking the send a ball the essay into time I just go in the night can ball. Sorry. Na or catch any defenders and say, Omunjina ye, Omumra, which is sent a counter attack be a enche. And now, who yana say, Uja for a pie shots na ball na kwa so no kwasam say. He did not expect that at all. At all. When you say, Uja for just go there be ball shots I'm a ball no and say to me a ball. So say, look, I was so more enjoy ye pa nebum or more enjoy no as I saw my son so a woman with three said, Debbie, or more game a ball next Wednesday, so CDS they are enjoying, but as I saw more dreaming about the next game, is answer and no any idea here ye pa. I'm say, oh, Marty, Mamunju and Monica Cray, Ferry Lopez, and game the money in the war, just your point game and no mudidin to common kubis and master. Maji 2 titles, so I don't see www 2 titles as a yeah, more titles are your PSG and so Edicamo and no and some Fermi Lopez and so air canum okay, no problem. I don't know the mic can come out test again. Not test again, Mr. Master. They say there are 2 titles, you know. A Jamugusu abo pem corners and why you 2 titles. Name ambition is say omit me add more titles because more titles in Yenua. A sound so don't win 1 person more no and someone on also a Kapau Kubasi say the Kwasame woman say not the 90 in Agene. Or say no game no cost no or say the 9 na afi no ontimi kure move the 90 be say na wa bre yi pa say na still no person opposition but adwuma bi not one person who say wa bre but no say badge no so breast are not share Barcelona for badge na a shedding crying say w wa bre say I was say or fighting na o push more until say no any idea dey be a pushing ye pa until do game no do come no kure pa say adwuma bi na ne 9 nyina agene so ja badge no and now checking Mundo Deportivo newspaper dey buy nie. What's a cup victory? And normal capture our screens, you know. So can say pa victory, and normal capture also. Meanwhile, sports newspaper say more than champions, and normal capture and so our screens so sports newspaper no in Barcelona for a more than champions trophy omoji and almost a capture was so come front page. Okay. L'Expertise newspaper almost also saying whistle and champions. Just say the end of Barcelona and baby obe Fabia Barca. I say Barcelona for mana over Chelsea for everybody semi-final, second leg and then and the Marca newspaper almost saying Marca for say Barcelona reigns. Hey, I the Marca mona mo Barcelona reigns. Ain't trophy, you know, and more a capture and so. Meanwhile, AS newspaper say Barca won, football won. Barca won, football won. And see, Oma capture and so I was screens and also come. Hey, the everybody, and yes, some kids wow. And Randy DJ. Unim say there's this video about a picture crabum say your pawn game no. Gavi eko jina Rawa sense wenim and na all trade no say Barcelona say all trade na Real Madrid for the master. Oh say muna mu provoke ye. So say muna mu provoke ye. Yakoye bibia say na Madrid. Say some ketwa also say muna mu provoke ye. I ask them, and run near many be braces. See, Jude Belly and what capture now or no say the buff no casa. I had something in a joma capture now, no say, and then Jude Belly, I say, game na here, but be 50-50 be a coin in favor of Barcelona. I'm saying, Esa me Jubilee making the boy yo. Wa ujina park so na me yankasa na me amedwo ha me ntiase. I don't understand why Madrid feels the same refuses. I just it boss my mind. And I born here something different. Boy, you'll be a fair. Even Madrid fans say fair. No say referee favored Madrid. So I don't understand this attitude from these guys. Jude Bellingham clearly, just say, or say 50-50 ball be a course to be a normal Jema Barcelona. I'm Antonio Sat Radi, my interest of cran and some year. Oh, okay, dear, me, I'm a John Wham in Tiase. Oh, come on, Carlo Ancelotti. Carlo Ancelotti, them come and say, now, I don't know what Mbappe starts. Oh, now, on to me about 90 minutes, 99 years. Doctors want to catch and say, on to me about 90 minutes. I don't see any decide say David. And on to me about 90 minutes there. My man starts so free bench instead of saying you are you a free game anymore. And on besides, Luka Modric pass no dem Ibrahim Diaz. Ya jibo on the question, you know. I am Modric and Fomso, and I say Ibrahim Diaz and Fomso. I don't say Ibrahim Diaz not or drink say Luka Modric ebe bono. Edi atunichi ama ne dimi ka akofa. Nti as a miscommunication and e ko buy massa go no enso etimi buy. O say first half omo anshada anya di bebre about second half no omo compete very well. Omo try as much as possible say na omo etimi e win the game no. Nti o say first half no di onu akasa G2 say enema anshada nkuye. Na obi san say ya pon ye refi ni mama mo place card bebre no so no kwa ensam na say why e bejebeja wan shada ntiase yenti afei e no kwa kubi sampinyi for the see airport here refi no eyi red cast enso edema the place ni bebre san so no wehu and answer for akobi san adwuma no say wo jai de ato wana aros oh who is training say na oba be discussing the future wansam afei ya bobo area eje obi adwendwen ba ko mienu miensa afei na oba bi san say obefi club mu ana so fi club no say dey abutre enya afei na oba be discussing the future see ya enti o say in the next weeks a day ni no obe discussing the future e dey actually enti say no na ye pede a ye nya abutre on so ebetimi aye dey am no bisa San Antonio Rudiger'S way dey na wuyi ni free game no man so no kwasem e wonu say Rudiger game ni nyina he was fantastic but no abre o say on San Antonio Rudiger na ne 9 crown timi to bio enti on one decide is oyi na free enya San Antonio Rudiger no we pranebom he was just tired pa no nti na oyi ni free game na no bisa say referees nsansem no o kan den na dia fa won us oh omo on person be discuss anything about referee or some person be discuss anything about referee. Well, Madrid for Carlo Ancelotti am 2 days off say boys in fanyo o home after 2 days na fei o ma back no ma prepare for the next La Liga games say and one ade aka almost air prepare for you know and 2 days off right after that na fei they say bia almost so etimi aye. Well, Carlo Ancelotti no and now him say na Brazil mpanyifo e wo stadium na Brazil for mpanyifo wo stadium wa mo say Brazil for they say maybe I think last week and me catch us say me cooking kind stories of Brazil stories are me free Brazil ni na just say looks like all of them nyina so omowie you know the way Brazil for your confidence they me dey mean say either so I catch them so be man because Brazil for no so mowie nti ye na etia na ye so e bia odwenwen so mowie no kra o na ka be ewie see says na be ye dey ajawe dey anyway I say no someone and also APFU obey but men for me some no so na me fa dey also so enfam bro esan say and now Barcelona one thing I saw that got me happy was the fact to say omoje trophy ni wie you know eja doctor na oka omo a free mo no almost so a special tribute and so edema papa no oh my idea ye pa anyway let's move on stories in the yeah Barcelona Madrid so stories ya those okay mama twa me some no so na mama fa Ronaldo mama okay mama Ronaldo and Ronaldo ko share on team Elnasa Echo share Marinos for no 4-1 my idea Elnasa my idea papa John Durant bought 2 goals. Ronaldo di baako ka ho. Sadio Mane enso e di baako ka ho. That's a good one. Asian Champions League no no. Internet say na say Asian Champions League the goal king no. Real Madrid and a lead with 9 goals. Ronaldo 8. Nti ja aka baako na wache Riyad Mahrez. Owie no oja okwatena akonwa no so kama say okwatena sa pitch panel no so sa jubilation no otaye pa. But Ronaldo now withdrew 934 goals. 934 goals, and as I say, Ronaldo and so Edru. I think it is good. Nicholas Jackson say or no or GDA bet me the Ninsa Esinebo say Chelsea bet me a qualify to the Champions League spot or so no or enough confidence. Say when we say every single player our Chelsea pushes Chelsea bet me acquire the next stage into only only doubt be as a Chelsea bet me kura akone nim achen the nyina you so no or you very happy say what goal at Chelsea asanso ashe a goal no bet me push Chelsea to the Champions League slot. I'm okay, that is very fine. Anyway, let's move on. Nyame adomo Arsenal ni Paris Saint-Germain game on bebo refia obeginim UEFA 4 edin ababonten refi no Slavko Vincic ono and refi eyine so ono and ebeginim abra Arsenal and Paris Saint-Germain and so ebon say there enza asembie ni wo Ruben Amorim no kobi sanso wanu hu say wutu baby a wo ye wadwuma our Sporting Lisbon now so Manchester United coach nei oba ye chese woto ne ye sha sa no so no oni regret back kra wana brabo so regret saying or Manchester United one of the biggest clubs we say obi apeso coach Manchester United it is when you say opportunity na o coach Manchester United then I say so onu no o say www say or no or zero regrets cra now we say aden and one signing players January and also Manchester United were more important things I was almost solved than just having a striker who score more than 10 goals a season. Also, Sanya man on person almost fix it. Almost fix it no year. No matter check Sanya. Man, no business a support bena okay. There bena. Who say Manchester United are important than getting the strikers as some fix it at this stage and also some gusu omoye. Omoye we are ye nyina ye susu be hu nam so okay no problem. Mato ase. Man Pep Guardiola. Na ye mon komo. Pep Guardiola adam ko bi say look says you know Jeremy Doku emrebi wabe interview say ball no but man opportunity but na start it and now the next bench na Jeremy Doku kra so o person more games and also to Jeremy Doku ase no kwasem no so no ankasa gitum say he's not been fair to Jeremy Doku at all. Or say there's been instances Jeremy Doku or the never game anymore or making proper impact. Or say Nano Crystal Palace against Brighton, against Tottenham Hotspur, Doku back game anymore or be making proper impact. But or say I'm saying also some Manchester City style of play and not affecting Jeremy Doku now. Still no feeling sorry. So feeling sorry pa and my Jeremy Doku say so bo awabono or deserve say ball no or Bobby pa and on be son say a story be babo say Kevin De Bruyne e be a club World Cup no or mobi and also sad story dey for even on one say and anya no crazy Kevin De Bruyne say on club World Cup be obo wi ana afi we free city into sad story dey for hin yem fa to nchen bibi kra and am say yo ya tia and on be son na place na air kono and also ade ba koya na ye difficult. It is true say what's not team check now on the players don't want na ye adwuma sa wo ja wo koya ya na e de ye papa say also ono he's had good moments with those players, he's had bad moments with them. So no ma bondi achenti say e ko ba say eja situation bi esi na we say oyi o free club with ya na very very difficult. So say players be to say Sergio Aguero, David Silva o free club with makono also na enye easy crab but sometimes it is what it is. Meanwhile, Sansa Nico Realisu Akrai, they say it looks like on a pijaba pa. And also Akurani physicality is fantastic. Okuta presence or Nwanka Sakurano attacking midfielder. I will bet me bobo but the way attacking midfield no nequijina left back Akurani elbow ball or see the defensive awareness. Sometimes on a cross bencher. I had one year pass. Now Kwadai also boy in the sound or pace. Into our what it takes to be a very good player in the future. And so say a jabenya more games ni biabo no so by one of the prominent players at Manchester City or say FA Cup now semi-finals or mobo no two penny for say eto de bia and yes de bia bebo semi-finals at Wembley. The total be so meet me about northern side ho ebia ye boss semi-finals for Anfield, Manchester City Etihad, ye Bobby Old Trafford or say and also so bebo as a chance na de bia just na a fly by London ebo semi-finals and so was say no ko benya ejaka omutimi twetche ne kakra no mo asesa na emu kakra nko no nani baji yi pa and obi san say ticket a turn the Manchester City supporters no ticket dey say dodo na ka supporters no bebre na nto ticket no and I say oti ase all over the world hey the price of almost sike ni ho it is a ticket na nsa already you feel say ya ho kire sebi na ama nipa bebre na ba no mo kobobo no e de ama omo a omo nya ya nka omekọ Wembley wona emom sikasam enye ntumi ntimi anto ticket no omo kobobo no e de ama sa nkofo no nti eno ai sema Pep Guardiola enso eka Bernardo Silva no mko bi san say Omar Mamouche eba Manchester City no who the ball the boss saying. And also, no, I am very, very impressed with Omar Mamouche. So, say boy, no, the work rate over Manchester City training grounds are one day any day or the training no. Or so any jiwi ye pass with the Bundesliga or buy na or hit the ground run na. Or Bobo so already I am very impressed with a quiet boy and a fast Bobo. And I'm so okay. Manchester City in quite an swear. Who am saying also on your surprise with the level so far Kwadana say Manchester City have more opportunity to more bono. On your surprised at all with the level of Kwadana Bobo and say no Kwadana training also no Kwadana training pa no nim the Nicosia who born and Kwadano airborne. I say here players bit to say last year Kopama money there. Also they were good players, but just last 2 years Kopama money there no. They were good players. Morgan Rogers money there, but just that they could not get the opportunity to play. The City produce good players at our academy, but no more opportunity to play. Also so far these guys now one day on no more ball our training grounds no. I am very much impressed with the level of Kwadano SC Ebobo. Ntenye no one cross and Kwadano so far they are playing very well. Eden Hazard and yes, na omo yes cycling race. Ewo Mallorca. Na Hazard enso eko compete bi. Nti Hazard no na onu su ko twi bicycle ne bi kama. Na yes Hazard e complete 167 kilometers. 167 kilometers. Nti anya bad. Nti Hazard enso so akwa compete in a bicycle competition and also echo so Eden no fantastic Eden Hazard. Okay. So Matthias Cunha deal me sure I've just been prompted update what say send him nano be see catch no o check Brazil la dey almost say boy no we wie bibia update what say still no Cunha need obenya abomanja you no dey keka ko ne dey until say bibi kase bi be see ama say well anyway, because update no could be some say bibia say see tie enkane no bibia anywhere sesa Cunha to Man U no still highly possible. What is not highly possible? Rodrigo de Paul matter say one when you be fair Atletico Madrid dey say ni sika waka say obeji Atletico Madrid no say aketua ano hyedo o demand mo Atletico Madrid for say da be cry nyanka be say what is so kakra demand say up to now, agreements being by between Atletico Madrid and Rodrigo de Paul. So either he stays and maintains his salary, or Atletico Madrid will be forced to sell him. You understand? I know I am someone. And also, and you have some kids who say, say, impu. Some of them jana kwaya manako and answer still and one bay insist here. Yet they are say the baby piano, yet one some so Eddie bro. Well, Frankie the Young, I say football now, yeah, we near. Obi pewasem or say the atmosphere was good, everything around the club now very very good. They say omo win game no another kind of atmosphere. When also when say na game no Barcelona fans are call no the Arsenal flag and so call who Arsenal flag pa na just already call Cheche Madrid the pass Madrid the way mu nkofo na ebe mu masters na ebe munyane Hey, Randy is this idiot. They be new. Lami Yamal papa. And now you game with the Yanu. Papa na say, look, ono abra wo Lami Yamal no. And na one no catch that when I get to cash and him say, oh, the whole world no ba be best player. I'm say, hey, papa, you work sa. That will num. What's that for? And now we feel ya me just some no can do things agwa no. Elije ngwa o say ono anu hu say oh ne ba no. Oh, wo be best player. I don't be saying so. Yes, now we are Madrid ni. I don't see today. I don't say Vesca Madrid. Or say in this now I am Madrid ni. Sisi a enfano. Sisi or say enkane no I Madrid ni a enfano. Sisi onye Madrid ni. Ne banon na Barcelona player. O di free Barcelona. Munti say Barcelona na all support. Or say Vesca Barca. But you know, mo ana mo ka say no Madrid ni nyo say emfa no ho kra o say ntinen o Madrid ni say Barcelona mu na odidi fia onto onye de nkonko support Madrid chia and the papa ne de or fire brutal hey and they send the no no assembly ni what I say anyway and then the YouTube stories Rudiger'S war but me fans na me sanso fofo from Hans Flick diaka Laporta diaka Manchester City Chelsea stories de bebre me sanso ba mo me ba mo change sisi me sanso ababio and then the rest of the stories no e dia bro what I say yankopon anka ho ye pa bye bye